We didn't have uncapped internet at the time, and because I just discovered YouTube, I used up all of our internet in a span of 2 days, because all I was doing was watching YouTube. And from then onwards, we had uncapped internet, so. Act 1, scene 1, take 1, market. That was shitty. So the first time that I ever actually knew that YouTubers were a thing, because I used to just think YouTube was a place for cat videos, as I think most people do. I was in grade 7 or 6 at the time, and I found Connor Franta, who was like very big and like just energetic, and I fell in love with him, and I immediately watched every single one of his videos ever. I've seen every single Connor Franta video. I first decided that I want to have a YouTube channel pretty early on, and I was like, this is really cool, I want to do something like this. It was all challenge videos then, that was what was popular. In grade 9, when I was like, 14, 15, I actually started my first channel, and I made a video with all my friends. It was a challenge video, like a get to know me, ask questions video. And that's when I first started it, and it lasted for like a year, I think, before I stopped coming up with ideas and stuff, and then it was very intermittent. It's actually not a great story. So a lot of my friends, you would like make multiple Gmails and then subscribe. I never really endorsed it. Like once for my birthday, my friend got 20 people to make like 10 Gmail accounts and subscribe, which is like 200 people basically. She was so proud of herself, and I was kind of like, well, it's not real subscribers. So in my mind, I only have like 30 proper subscribers. Hesitancy when telling people about a YouTube channel is a real thing, because a lot of people view it as silly, especially back when it was just challenge videos and stuff like that. I have experienced bullying when it comes to my YouTube channel, so I think in matric I even won an award for my YouTube channel, but it was completely ironic. Like it was the girls who didn't like me who gave me the award. When you're putting yourself out there and you're being real with the world and you're filming yourself, you're going to get criticism. But I never personally actively go out and say, I have a channel and XYZ. I mean, I've gotten better with it now, so I'll always put like a little trailer or a sneak peek on my stories these days. But generally, I feel like the people who follow me on those like social medias are the kind of people who I want to be allowing to know about it. So since I started going to film school, I think that people view me more as someone who's like finding their way. So I don't think anyone kind of links YouTube to film. And after YouTube is kind of like a joke. Why would you be a YouTuber when you want to be a feature filmmaker? The only reason to be on YouTube is to post short films, that kind of thing. So I mean, I know 1 or 2 people at my film school who have YouTube channels, and it's not really a big thing. People aren't like interested in it or advocate for it. At ORMS, it's much more of a thing because we have to have a YouTube channel. People are more interested in it. But even then, there is a big stigma. A lot of them don't really think of YouTube as highly as I do. So I often actually think that because I go to film school, people look down on it a little more because they think, oh, you're at a film school, you can film properly, so why are you doing this? So my logo is an upside down triangle. It has Cell Effect Creative in it, and that is a very new logo. So it used to actually be Cell Effect Photography with like a little picture of a squirrel for no other reason than I like squirrels. So it's the symbol for the element of water, which I've always loved water. I like skiing and just being in the ocean and that kind of stuff. And then it's also the symbol for femininity, and I'm a big fan of like embracing femininity. So I think there's a misconception that if you want to like make it in this world, you can't be like the frilly pink dress wearing girl. And as much as I enjoy like wearing sweatpants and whatever, I still like really enjoy being feminine, and I think that's something I stand for. I just have always resonated really well with a triangle and like 3 points, past, future, present. It just throughout the years became something that I kind of identify with myself. If I would have to describe what I want my brand to be synonymous with online, would probably just be a place of positivity. I think that finding the best life for you is the most important thing ever, because if you're happy, it doesn't matter what other people think. I've always hated cardio, and it made me feel so down about myself because I never felt like I was fit. My dad, my sister are like really active, amazing runners, and like I've always wanted to be like that. So it was really demoralizing. So what I was trying to do is find something that I can resonate with, that I find joy from, that I can do. And that's kind of where I want this journey to go, is helping people find what makes them happy and what gives them the most positivity in life. I think think that I'm better at the filming, which some people would argue with, because I just made a vlog that's terrible. I've never had like formal training in editing. It's always something I've had an interest with. I wanted to do editing and cinematography and directing. I ended up only doing cinematography out of those three things. It was a little bit bleak that I didn't do editing. So my editing's always been very self-taught. So I just think because I haven't had enough time to really get into it and do a lot of projects with editing, I only started not being afraid of editing like a couple months ago. From 2 months ago, I've grown so much in my editing, and I think it's just going to get better and better and better. I mean, the rush of filming and actually going out there and finding the shot and lighting the scene and just being high energy is always really fun as well. I do not think of myself as a creative person, and I think that's just to do with insecurity. Like, I've never been amazing at art. There's always going to be someone who's better than you, so I've always thought of myself as more of an academic. So for me, surrounding myself with creatives is super important because it helps to reassure myself. I mean, I have more in common with people who are creative, so when they're talking about YouTube or movies and stuff, I can really resonate with that, and it also grows your creativity. And if someone's creative to you, they're always going to be different, they're going to see things differently, and that's so amazing. So if I'm at a scene and someone goes, oh, let's shoot it from this angle, and I go, wow, that is the most amazing angle, and then you're learning from that. So I think in that regard, for learning and growing yourself, surrounding yourself with creative people is really important. But I mean, it's always important to surround yourself with people who are very different to you as well, because they can teach you just as much, if not more. Making it on YouTube is a very subjective term. Me personally, my target is to bring positivity to other people. I don't think of it as, oh, if I have 100,000 subscribers, then I'm successful. I think that if I can even touch one person, then I've done my job. And that's what I'm trying to do, even if it's just myself. Even if I get to a point where I'm like, right, I'm really happy with where I am right now, I'm feeling good, I'm feeling fit, I'm feeling positive, then I'm successful. And that's all I want to do. Vogue.
Vogue.
Do I look like, what's her name? Carly Kloss yet?
Oh golly, does anyone ever look like Carly Kloss?